Hello, and welcome to part 3 of the 3-part educational web video series for nursing departments on the Nurse Ready Room model. In part 3, we will review how one top-ranked academic medical center implemented the Nurse Ready Room model. I am Brian Harriott, the CEO and founder at ReadyList Incorporated and former director of hospital operations at UCSF Health. If this is the first video that you're seeing, please know that this is the third video in a 3-part series. And so I recommend watching the first video, which defines a nurse ready room, and our second video on who prepares the nurse ready room and why it can be so challenging. As always, our mantra at ReadyList continues to be, nurses should be nursing, not finding and cleaning infusion pumps. As a quick review, the Nurse Ready Patient Room is a dream state for nurses upon a new patient admit. When entering the patient room, everything is where it needs to be and is perfectly set up to begin exceptional care quickly. Cleaning protocols are known and followed, the correct equipment is available, the room is set up proactively according to standard operations, and support service departments are working together to continue to improve and maintain a strong partnership with nursing. And all of this is in pursuit of a suitable environment in which the nurse can deliver patient care. Today, I'm going to share with you how the Nurse Ready Room workflow was devised, implemented, and continues to thrive at one ReadyList client, a top 10 academic medical center. In 2015, our client opened a new campus, a 289-bed brand new hospital. The facility instituted the Nurse Ready Room workflow at leadership's direction to, quote, not bring with us any bad habits formed from our existing operations, unquote. Instead, they asked, why not, upon opening our doors, could we not institute new and improved operational models and new technology in our continual pursuit of patient care excellence, keeping us at the top of our game and a top 10 rated medical center. This case study concerns 3 primary players: environmental services, materials services, or central supply, who handles the delivery of equipment and supplies, and of course nursing, who is the ultimate beneficiary of the model. This multidisciplinary team defines several workflows as part of the new hospital opening. Please contact me if you are interested in learning more about them. In this video, though, I will focus on one key workflow, the streamlined patient room turnover or bed turnover. This workflow was reduced to 5 major steps. As part of a room turnover, the environmental services technician identifies an equipment need, let's say an IV pump. They are instructed to check on the unit and, according to lean strategies, first check locally to see if there's an existing pump available. And if not, place an order for it during the room clean. That's the 3rd step. Step 4 is going beyond what is required as you replicate this model at your facility. Here, the piece of equipment is delivered via an Athon robot called a tug. When the IV pump is received, an alert is sent notifying staff that the pump is at the nurse station and ready to be placed in the patient room. Now, with some greater detail. The first 3 steps incorporate technology into the process. ReadyList is an electronic checklist and work automation tool designed to be the backbone of the Nurse Ready Room model. AwarePoint is an inventory management system based on RFID tagging, and the Support Services Help Desk, working from the ServiceNow platform, is a help desk ticketing system. Each of these systems work together in the first 3 steps of the process to identify equipment needed, check for unit-based equipment, and submit an equipment order for delivery. The screenshot represents the assess and order equipment checklist that an environmental services technician uses as the first step of his or her room clean. These items to be staged in the patient room had been agreed to by unit nursing leadership regarding what nurses need, but also support services departments regarding what they can deliver on. As a result, we have a standardized room setup and consistent expectations. Now, if these items cannot be found in the room, the environmental services technician is instructed to look for one on the unit in a designated spot, and if not found, place an order in ReadyList. In the case of an Alaris IV pump, incrementing the number needed by 1 creates the equipment order, and the next button submits the order via the support services help desk. Now, a material services worker would then place the Alaris IV pump on a robotic tug and send it to the unit, as defined by step 4. While the equipment ordering process unfolds, the environmental services technician continues his or her work, removing waste from the room and cleaning per best practice cleaning protocols. And upon completing the work, approximately 30 or 40 minutes later, ReadyList would prompt the question, "You have received this piece of equipment for delivery. Has it arrived?" If it has, the EVS technician selects yes, and he or she places it in the room, and we're done. If not, he or she selects no, which sends an alert to the unit clerk and charge nurse, letting both know that the room is quote-unquote ready, but asks them to be on the lookout for one last missing piece of equipment. Now, upon receipt of that at the front desk, the equipment would be placed in the patient room, completing the setup. Lastly, take note of the box to the left on the ReadyList screen. Please help improve this room for every patient who stays here. In this text field, the environmental services technician indicates facilities issues, something in the patient room that requires fixing. With this feature, the patient is not the first one identifying issues, which would require them to call nursing and then nursing to deal with it. This is just one example of how technology can optimize and drive a standardized, efficient process for room turnover. So thank you very much. This concludes our 3-part educational web video series on the Nurse Ready Room model. I urge you to visit nursereadyroom.com for more information, or please reach out to me if you have any other questions. Good luck in your pursuit of the Nurse Ready patient room.